Hello everybody, how's it going? I'm Alejandro Perez, the CGI Nerd, and in this video we're going to be talking about some blueprint basics, and in this case we are going to be talking about inheritance and how inheritance works within blueprints. This is part of a blueprint basics playlist that I'm creating, so if you're interested in it, check out the link coming up now. So we're going to start off by creating a blueprint class, and it is going to be a actor, and let's call this my blueprint. Okay, so let's go in here and open that up. I'm going to add a component, and let's just make a sphere, and I'll put it there on the ground. That is great. And then I'm going to compile, close this out, and let's throw this into the scene. So it'll be somewhere right there. Play, and we have a ball in the scene. So this is going to be our base blueprint that we are going to be making some changes to. Let's take this blueprint that we have and just move it up a little bit. This is just where the script is for the node, so if we go into here, it's kind of, if you look at the viewport, there we go. So let's see if we can build that. We can see that we don't have that on the bottom anymore, and it's just floating there, so we just took out the root from it. Okay, so now that we have that done, let's make a child of this, and this is what part of inheritance is. It's basically we're using this as the base building blocks, and then we can take information from that and push it forward to the next version, so we can keep all of the variables, all of the scripts and anything that we have built in here. And let's right click on it and then go to create child blueprint class. So this is the second one, and it's going to be exactly the same as the other one, but we can make any changes. So we save a lot of work because we don't have to do a lot of double work, but we just make sure that we have any of the new updates that we want to have on this one. So let's call this my first child. Okay, so I'll take that and throw it into scene. Let's bring it up. And on this copy here, the only difference I'm going to do is make sure that the sphere that we have here, you can see that it says it's inherited. We're going to go ahead and turn on simulate physics. Let's compile this and test out the scene. So we can see we're using the same information from this original sphere, but on this second one it is actually creating physics. So let's say we wanted to create another variation of this. Ooh, and this is inside of each other, so let's make sure that they're not interpenetrating like that. Okay, so I'm going to take this one, and let's make a child of this one. This is going to be my second class, or child. There we go. So in this one, let's say we want it to be exactly like the other one, except that we want to add some functionality. Just to make this easy in the class defaults, let's go ahead and turn on the inputs to player 0. This isn't the best way to do it. If you were to create multiple children from this, it will cause some issues, but this is just a quick example. So let's go ahead and do a left mouse button. There we go. So we have a left mouse button, and then we want to do something when it's pressed. And let's say we set the world scale of the sphere. Let's break this or split it so that way we have all the different float values that we can access. Then let's do a random float in range. So that way we can set a minimum and maximum, and we'll say this is 0.5 and 1.5. There we go. And then we can plug, actually it'd be kind of cool to get different sizes in each of the X, Y, and Z channels. So I'm just doing Control C, Control V to be able to copy and then paste it. And there, so we're getting a random value between 0.5 and 1.5 for each one of these, each time we click the button. So let's compile this, and let's throw this new child into the scene. And okay, looks good. So we can see that it did fall just like the other one. Now if I click in the scene, you can see that it is changing sizes in each of the X, Y, and Z channels depending on the click. Each time I click, it gives us a new random size. And that's all based off of this original shape, so we can do that with shaders and materials, or if we want a different shader and material on different versions, we can pretty much, like anything that is based off of something else that is essentially the same thing, and we want to have a slight variation or a difference, we can use inheritance to achieve that. And that's really just kind of the basics, surface level of inheritance, but it should give you a solid understanding to start out with. Alright, I hope you guys found this useful. We will see you guys in the next video. Bye.